At the time, I called it Orange China, but
Orange. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Hang on, yeah. Grow up. Whoa, that's a big one. Grow up. Now, again, I'm not saying there's a part and an element of maturity to this, but what starts to happen is how we expressed ourselves got a little limited, right? And so that the me that was here and expressive now becomes maybe something a lot smaller like this. Like, I'm not even putting a limit on it. This becomes a lot smaller. And then I watch shy 7th graders not run for a position on student council. Why? You've all heard it. I don't want to give a speech. I don't want to stand in front of my class. Or when they do give a talk, I'm talking to you today about the sun. The sun is big and yellow. And you watch somebody else go, I chose the sun today because I was always fascinated by astronomy. And you see the difference. The person that uses words like I and my and looks up with confidence, right? And that when we can reclaim what we used to have and share stories with confidence, be confident in looking people in the eye, confident with pauses. Another common trait with bad communicators, too fast, right? They're too fast. Get me off the stage. What I have to share is not interesting. What's exciting about the next few minutes, I like to think, is I want to show you how to reclaim what you already have. And while we're in such variance of communication skills in this room, because some of you out there have literally been working professionals for 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. Some are parents and some are 19. We have a lot of variance in this room. But all of us deal with this in a bit. And as you can see, how I've been able to reclaim is share my story with enthusiasm, take what was initially 30 seconds, extend it to 10 minutes of truth with some humor. When you do that, you realize that, in fact, what is the root challenge for all of us to truly share what we enjoy and what's important to us? What is that key English word? It's 4 letters and starts with an F, and it's not that word. What is that word that limits us to truly share who we are? And it starts with F, and it's fear. And we can summarize our inability or not a lack of eagerness to share, not fear of our inability to speak English, but fear of what? What do we fear when we give our opinion in class, give our opinion amongst a circle of friends, give our opinion to family, share our story, the classic lull in the conversation after somebody's just told a good one about their weekend, and you want to say, well, you know what happened to me on this weekend? You know what happened to me? And it's a louder party, it's a social setting, English is your 3rd language. What are you thinking when you feel fear? Cameron?
rejection.
Whoa. That's the big one we'll come back to. Whether it's your story, your idea, your opinion. What's another thing you fear? Huh? Judgment? Judgment, yes, judge or being judged. And of course, not positive judgment, but negative, right? Right? They're not going to enjoy my story. Let me get through this.
Being ignored.
Ignored. Oh, even what? Oh. You know, what's worse than these two things? Being ignored in some ways, right? Not even being there.
Being misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Oh. Right? What else? Yes?
You're not educated enough on what everything comes from.
Not educated. You don't understand, right? Not educated. What else do we fear when we actually feel fear about communicating who we are?
Also, like offending someone unintentionally too.
Oh, please remind me about how my Congolese nieces are reminding me that sometimes there's political correctness, and they're all for it, as I went to 4 Black History Month events with them last year. They're all for appreciation of diversity, but they also think I tread too lightly, right? I know what it was. Magali, their 16-year-old sister, Bainey, the 22-year-old, are interested in taking math and engineering in university. There was my minister's daughter, who's taking her PhD in engineering, was speaking at our church lunch, and it was going to be $10. And so somebody had said to me, which of the two is taking math in university again? I said, Magali and Bainey. Here's $20, tell them that the lunch is for free. Got it. And then I go to them, but the other 2 sisters, Rochelle, interested in architecture, Dadine, interested in business, were right there. And I said, hey, Magaline, hey, Bainey, an angel from the church wants to pay for your lunch. Rochelle, Dadine, I'm sorry. And they did it again. They said, Uncle Andrew, quit doing that. You don't offend us when you include in our sisters. We know why you have asked them. They are interested in math and engineering, we're not. Stop doing that. Yeah. I've got